Welcome back to In the Wind Tarot. I'd like to do another reading for the collective. I'm going to use the Da Vinci cards today. If we need clarification, I'll use some more, of course. I haven't used these in a while. I'm looking forward to a good read out of them. And I've just gotten, I think you say Lenormand deck. And I've been working with that, and I'll do one of those reads for the collective at some point as I gain more familiarity with them. Is seeing the patterns on that. Anyway, look it up. It's pretty cool. All right, Holy Spirit, please draw near. Help us get a message out that needs to go to the collective for us to think about. In your name I pray. Amen. I'm going to look. Three of Cups, Page of Wands, Ten of Wands. Three of Cups, collaboration, Page of Wands is new beginnings. And I can't even remember what the last one was. Oh, Ten of Wands, burdens. New beginnings and burdens. All right, here we have the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to lay them out across because the thing on the bottom there. And they're just such basic colors, it's easier to see them with a white border around it. Page of Earth, Page of Pentacles. So this is a young person, and we started out in the cut with a young person. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, please. It's a whole book. Let me get a better angle, maybe. Well, here we go. Nine of Pentacles. That's your self-sufficiency. Here it's called roots. Four of Cups. Here it's called disappointment. And the Four of Cups is about things getting boring or disappointing. Three of Wands. Here they call it the Matrix, but don't you think the drawing is more of a interesting thing? But we have birth in this set, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Five of Pentacles, needs. The Page of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, disappointment. Disappointment with the Matrix. It's left you in need. So the Page of Pentacles may have been self-sufficient. He is disappointed with his job, and it's left him in need. He needs help. Six of Earth, giving. That's the Six of Pentacles in your Rider-Waite. And that's the one where the lady's measuring out to the two different people, or the man. A Tower. So maybe they asked for help and, wait, this one. Received a Tower. Devil. Obsession. Two of Wands. So they took some help, which led to a Tower, disappointment, because they had to work with negative influences. Devil. Here it's called pain and pleasure. And then here we have Two of Fire. They call that direction, and that's waiting for a return on investment with a Rider-Waite. So they went the wrong direction. They got help from the wrong person, wrong people. The Two of Wands and the Five of Cups. So they're waiting for a return. Here we have Empress, Fool. Empress, someone intuitive, someone who's wise. Fool, taking a new trip, a new road, a new path. Lots of fives. Here's the Five of Wands, struggle. Took a path of struggle to the Emperor and found illusions. Hello, maybe we have more. This is the Nine of Wands. Repelling is what it says here. That's the one where you're guarding your wands, your investments. Oops. Now I take all these upright. Temperance. And it fell upright, so that's lucky. Temperance, patience. Defending with patience. Determination. Pouring in, pouring out. Status quo. Blocking. All right. Okay, here we have Conception. And she's a little naked. So I'm just going to put this over it. So they conceived. Patience, conception, time. That's the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Six of Swords. So leaving the sorrows behind. Page of Fire. Okay, here's another youth. We have an Emperor and an Empress. Oh, I called her the High Priestess. She always reminds me of that here. The Emperor and the Empress are here. We have a Page of Pentacles and a Page of Wands. The Page of Earth, the Page of Pentacles is in bad position, unhappy, disappointed, in need, and disappointed again, and struggling. So the Page of Pentacles is struggling. The Empress has gone towards the Emperor and found illusions. Birth. There's the Sun. Justice. Page of Wands. I believe birth is the Sun in the Rider-Waite. He's exposed something to justice. What can we have here? What can we have here? Empress. Strength. As soon as this is done, I've got to go out and see about my outside faucet. I've got to plumb it. I've tried it. I've done it 4 times. It's not hard. But every time, as soon as I turn the water on, the pipes just blow off. And, I mean, I could have made mistakes, but I think there's something wrong. Maybe my glue's not good or something. Because after the 4th time, I just, threw my tools down and left. And it was over a 2-week period at least, so. But I'm ready to try at it again and see what's wrong, see what's happening. It just blows off. It's amazing. So we have the King of Cups, burdens, 10 of Wands, King of Wands, Assembly. God, there's a lot of kids out here. Page of Air. Or maybe it's actions and not actual people. Or maybe it's the way they're acting. Maybe they're acting like kids. Oh, here you go, lady. King of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. So, the Page of Wands, birth, son, is going to justice. He's looking for justice. He's birthing justice with the High Priestess, who is strong. So the Page of Fire may be coming to tell you something. Then we have the King of Cups, who is burdened, and the King of Wands. The King of Cups is burdened. King of Wands, Assembly, 4 of Pentacles, holding on to what he said. Yeah, Page of Air. And the King of Pentacles needs to make a decision about his happiness, 9 of Cups. But here it's called Airborne. Airborne. Thank you. Happiness from the past. The Knight of Fire. And then we have the 4 of Swords, where they're recuperating from their battles, and a Queen of Swords. And we'll just tuck those there. And on the bottom we have danger. Okay. So we have a lot of people who are involved in this. I believe that the Page of Earth is an actual person, a Page of Pentacles. He started out self-sufficient. Then he became disappointed with returns on his investments, and he was in need. So he accepted help, which created a huge problem because he had to deal with the devil, obsessions, addictions, things that are not of the light of growth, things that tear down, which there's always, room for tearing down, but not with negative intent, which is what this is. And so he's waiting for a return on his investment, but he is unwinding right now. He's very disappointed. He feels like he's probably not going to get a return on his investment, or the one that he gets is probably not going to be the one that he wants. So that is the Page of Pentacles. And sometimes it can be that way when we start out. You may take the wrong offer, especially, being young. It's always good to, we're not a society that always has people we can trust around. But with the internet now, God, you can find out anything. You can get anyone's opinion. People that don't have any skin in the game, and people that actually want to help. There's a lot of older people that don't have a lot, going on, and they're more than happy to answer questions on the internet. You don't have to take it for a fact. Measure it out, figure it out, see if it's yours. If not, you know what? There's going to be somebody else. There's going to be someone who is going to help you find the answer that you need. And if you need to go to professionals, and I know it's financially a hardship to do that, but there are some counseling that's available like that. And if you simply can't afford it, you can always go to a spiritual guide. And maybe that's why you're watching tarot. But at any rate, if you're this Page of Earth, you're young, and if you've had these disappointments and found yourself in a position with the devil, disappointment in the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups, don't lose hope. You're young yet. Many, many, many a person has made a terrible mistake when they've started out, and they have been able to be redeemed. And don't lose hope. No matter what it is. You're young. You've got years in front of you to correct this. So then we have the Empress appear. She's supposed to be someone who is intuitive, someone who has taken care of her business, someone who has been successful. Generally, it's going to be someone old. You can have a young Empress that is, well balanced and everything like that. But there's usually some struggles that have to take place for you to be able to actually sit on the throne of an empress. And here we have the Fool. In this one, he's an old man. He's not a young man starting out. He's an old, bent old man. And this one is not looking to God. This one is not. So the Empress took a choice that she didn't really check in with God about or use her intuition. And that choice was to struggle with the Emperor, or it led to struggles with the Emperor, who was sitting in illusions. She went towards the Emperor, which was a struggle, because he was sitting in illusions. Someone had lied to him, and he had listened with both ears. And that made his mind and hands take action to repel patiently, to repel new beginnings, conception, the whole time, from young till old. So this may have been going on a long time. But so she left. She went on to calmer waters. She was tired of the struggle. She's been struggling with that since she's been a young person. From youth till old age. She's been struggling with this person, this emperor, who sits in illusions. That's too bad. They were a match. The emperor sat in illusions. Maybe he had, mental health issues or something. Because for to be an emperor, that is someone who is grown up, someone who is stable, secure, commands legions, an emperor would. So we have here that this person, although had everything they needed to be able to get rid of illusions, they sat in those illusions. I mean, this kind of person can, get a lot done. So they sat in their illusions and repelled continuously for all the time the conception of their emperor and emperorship. Okay, so you did that. That's pretty clear. I don't think we need any clarification on that one either. So now we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is also a youth, starting out young, vigorous, excited. And this has led to him birthing justice. They show the wands, the swords as using the voice. And I agree with that. But also I see the wands kind of like gadabouts. They are a lot of active. They're going. They have a lot of little businesses and things going on. And so I think that they would certainly be receptive of the wands, of the swords words. So we have here birth, justice, enigma, strength. He's bringing something to you. This Page of Fire is bringing justice to you. Maybe about a birth, a new beginning, something here. Now that we will clarify. All right. Then we have the King of Cups. Loving, experienced with emotions. And do we have any cups up here? No. Emperor, Empress, Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Cups is carrying some burdens. About the King of Wands, here's the Page of Wands. Four of Pentacles, here they have assembly, I guess because of the four. But in Rider-Waite, it's holding on to. Page of Swords. So the King of Cups is burdened. He's in the Ten of Wands. He's carrying a burden. But the King of Wands is holding on to and is assembling with the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, what is this? This does not seem good. This does not feel good. And the King of Pentacles is juggling his finances, or two of Pentacles. Here we have polarity. He's in two minds about his happiness with the memory of the Knight of Wands. So the Wand family is showing up out here pretty strong. We've got a Page of Wands, a King of Wands, and a Knight of Wands. So we have 3 youth, a King of Pentacles, a King of Cups. No, we have 3 youth. We have 3 grown men. And none of these are matching up with their own family, so to speak. So these two, the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, are either finding out that none of their kids is whose kids they say they are, or someone is finding out, the Empress will be told by this one that these grown men, at least these two, are hanging out with the youth. I don't see any Hierophant. I don't see any Magician. I don't see any so I don't, I'm just going to say it. This doesn't look right. This looks like there's some information coming out. But we're going to go ahead. Oh, yeah. And then these last 2 cards. Queen of Swords, Repose. That's the 4 of Wands. No, wait. 4 of Swords. Oh, so the Queen of Swords is taken to her bed. So the King of Swords is not here. So we're going to go ahead and check out this birth. See what this birth is about. Using the Rider-Waite. It's my plastic cards. Well, oh, right. Okay. Use this other one. I was working with this one. Okay. Let's see here. All right, we'd like some more information. Page of Fire, Birth, Justice, Enigma Strength. Page of Fire, Birth, Justice. Work. What is this? Birth, Page of Fire, Birth, Justice, please. Page of Fire, Birth, Justice. Page of Fire, Birth, Justice. Page of Fire, Birth, Justice. The Empress. Page of Fire, Birth, Justice. And Temperance shows up. Okay, we're getting some confirming cards. There's the King of Cups, the Empress, the Two of Wands, and Temperance is here somewhere. Where's Temperance? Who are you with? Maybe it's in this. Oh, there it is. Temperance is here with the King, with the Empress. Oh. King of Cups has been waiting for the Empress. Probably to leave this struggling. Excuse me, I'm going to put that on pause.